No.
We are now.
He always.
I'm not.
She always pulls this.
God damn it!
I do need to be faster on that.
Oh,
on that-
I need
on
to.
the
I do need to grab chat. Actually, that's probably a good idea.
Oh, I'm gonna
Right.
take this stupid hat off.
No, not the.
Sorry, I've just seen something on Twitter that's very slightly appropriate to this. Tired. Every round in D&D is 6 seconds. Wired. Every round in D&D is a vine.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yes.
Back at it again at the Krispy Kreme.
So welcome everybody to Can't Take the Sky From Me, our Firefly RPG actual play series. Tonight with special guest CantWearHats, who is that way for me.
Aha! It was me all along.
I
And
think
think this through.
possibly the worst kept secret in that most of you knew that Hats was joining in.
Yeah, but
I knew
you don't
somebody
know-
was joining.
you
I
don't
mean, I
know
think-
who I'm playing.
I think you
That's the thing.
literally told
Oh,
me. you were
I
playing
have a
someone.
feeling. I have a pretty good feeling that I know who you're playing.
Do you?
I didn't know until
Yes, I
30
do.
minutes ago.
But do you know who I'm playing?
No, I don't. I know who you're playing, but not who you're playing.
Welcome
What?
to epistemology today.
I'm
Well,
confused again.
you will find out in due course.
I hate everything Red just said.
So Sunday, right?
Yeah, we're definitely starting out as per normal, so that's good.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Sunday.
Anyway,
Excuse me.
so last time, you responded to a summons from Adeline Niska. You went along to his Skyplex and very boldly and bravely agreed to do what he asked.
Yes.
Which was infiltrate an Alliance black site that is due to be shut down very soon. He left the method of infiltration up to you, and he requested that you get as much data as you could. If you could get data on the experiments they were running, that would be brilliant. But he'd accept things like personnel files, visitor logs, so he knows who to go and disappear at a future date if he wants more information. You guys chose your method of infiltration to impersonate the operative going to shut the facility down. Conveniently, you have an actual operative with working codes for some reason. I suspect they may not work after this. And yes, you successfully infiltrated the facility. You met with Administrator Torvalds, and he quite happily showed you around the facility. They've been researching...
happily peeing his pants.
Yeah. He showed you that they've been researching crowd control methods, iterating on the paxichloride drug that they used on Miranda. There's been a few different variations. One that just melted the face off people.
Oh right. Yeah.
There's one that actually turned out to be a particularly good use. Instead of affecting the 1 in 1,000 or 1 in 10,000 like the paxichloride did, this one has a pretty much 100% success rate on creating Reavers. They've almost got that one weaponized and ready for a test. They've had a few other issues actually making a proper crowd control gas that just makes the crowd compliant enough to just disperse and leave.
The logo of this facility, is it the umbrella logo?
I mean, it might well be. I mean, we do know that Wayland Yutani exists in this universe.
Yeah.
Fair point.
They've probably been to each other's board meetings.
Yeah.
Yep. So they've had a few examples of some that just made everybody completely passive and just fall over there. Had a few issues with quite a lot of these gases not being filtered out by the gas masks of the soldiers firing it. So that's been a bit of an issue. Overall, they figure they'll have that gas ready in a couple of months as well. And of course, they're looking to make some super soldiers with the Reaver gas as well.
Of course. You can't be an evil corporation without trying to at least make super soldiers.
So whilst Isaac and Zaps were being given the tour and seeing this. The other three were in the control room trying to download some of the data and looking at recordings of these experiments. You've managed to download the basic data on the experiments, so you've got a rough idea of what was being experimented on, but no specific details. And you got the personnel files and the visitor logs nice and easily. You estimated it would take about 8 hours to get the rest of the data if you wanted to get everything for Niska. Sterling had made the control room secure, so you were able to talk freely. And just as you were discussing your plan of action regarding getting data and getting out of here, you were alerted by Sterling to a ship reading at long range on the sensors, just come into sensor range, which under normal circumstances would give you about 4 hours until it arrived. And that is where we pick up, with somebody phasing in and out of a hologram of a horrific experiment.
Oh yeah.
You discuss your options.
I forgot about that.
Right. Let's grab what we can, blow the place, and leave.
Lindsay, could you make me a mental and notice check, please?
Yes.
It's never good news.
And roll.
I need to do mine first. That's going to be...
Oh, sorry, I always do this after I come to Firefly after D&D.
Yeah.
Remember your divine smite.
Don't.
Just Sterling is hacking, and suddenly her fingers start lighting up, and speed increases.
The computer takes 2d8 radiant damage.
You've got
But
5
it
to
doesn't know
beat.
what
I
that-
think you'll be alright.
But it doesn't know what that means, so it just.
Yep. Yeah, you got that.
Yeah.
The ship that came onto the sensors is accelerating, and it's accelerating quite fast.
Oh dear. Captain?
Wait,
Wait, we're
yes?
all in the same room, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're all in the
Yeah.
control room now. You
Yes.
Torvalds went back
There's
to
this-
bed because you woke him up in the middle of his sleep shift.
Oh yeah. Captain, that ship is getting faster and faster.
Oh, okay.
Someone's in a hurry to get here,
So
we should be in a hurry to leave.
that sounds about right. Okay. The options. That's what we need, right? Options.
Yes.
Option 1, talk to the ship. I know we don't do that all that often, but
Okay. Other options. We'll take that. Other options.
homemade ballistic missile.
How? I'm.
I
Okay.
mean, we could probably find a way to make a jet engine happen in the time it would take them to get here.
I don't think so. Sterling, chances of that working?
Pretty low, not gonna lie.
Okay.
If you're looking for options, I have one for you.
What?
Where the hell did you come from?
Good
I look
evening,
around.
Gentlemen, ladies.
So yeah, there's
Mysterious
somebody else in the
stranger?
room with you.
How long have
Yeah.
you been there?
Gun cock.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
all right. So,
Distinct
guns
gun
pointed
cocking
at me.
noise.
so here's what you see is a man wearing a very nice sort of long duster jacket with a hat, cowboy hat, sort of tan skin, a nice waistcoat, and a moustache and a little soul patch. And he sort of looks at the 5 of you. That's how many of you there are. There's no one else, right?
Yeah, it's 5.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they left Nova on the
Yes.
ship, and Nia is gone now.
And he says, and just casually puts his hands up and say, y'all can see I'm unarmed, but
Bang!
Okay,
we planned for this. We planned for this.
I'm joking.
No, that happens. Do you know what happens?
Yeah? Of course. Of course.
Y'all don't think I would be that stupid, do you?
Well,
This
you
is
are
not-
unarmed.
Yeah, and I'm unarmed, sorry, that's my bad. I'm an unarmed hologram who wants to talk before my ship gets here and fails to stop.
What?
Do you know how to fly your ship? We can give you directions if you can't stop it.
And, at current rate of acceleration, I reckon you'll have about 15 minutes before it gets here. You want to make it 10? Because I can make it 10.
What do you want?
Finally somebody who wants to talk. Captain Englebutt.
Oh, coincidence. That's his name.
I seem to be at a disadvantage here, Mr.
Miller. Maurice Miller. I have some business with your employer, Mr. Niska.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Wow, I do not want to be the guy who leaked this. That's going to be a real unpleasant afternoon
Mm-hmm.
and evening.
Weak.
This is going to take his
Probably.
time with this one.
Yeah.
Anyway, what? As I said, what do you want?
Well, what I want is I want an audience with the man. He's notoriously difficult to pin down, especially when I try going through the proper channels. So I thought perhaps I could arrange an escort with your crew.
So,
It's,
what you're asking me is to betray Mr. Niska's trust.
I
And
see you are as
bring
fast
you
on the
along.
uptake as your report says you are.
Right, look, this is silly. This is not going to meet us if we have another ship in tow. That's ridiculous.
I am asking for passage on your ship. Like I said, this is not my first rodeo.
What do you want with Niska?
Niska owes my organization
care?
a lot of money. A lot of money.
What organization would that be?
I believe you have a member of my organization aboard your ship.
Oh.
I look at Wu.
I look at Isaac.
I look at both of them.
I look at Zaps.
10 minutes.
I look now.
Donkey!
I look at Liza like it's quite weird when I'm actually looking at you at this juncture.
And it's like, I might as well save you the time. You have 10 minutes now. If you come your ship and ask Miss Nova that, and tell her that the auditor is here for Mr. Niska, she will confirm. But of course, it's your decision. You have about 9 minutes left. I should explain the final point of my terms. You'll have some information that Mr. Niska wants. Should you be uncooperative and should my ship arrive here in this time, I have dead man switches set up. Mr. Niska's, let me see, 4 or 5 closest enemies, people he really doesn't like, will be getting a copy of that should you disagree with my term.
Basically, hang on. To clarify, they would be getting the information Niska desires, 3 of his
Yeah.
closest enemies.
Y'all?
And the auditor, you said?
That's right.
One moment, I need to place a call.
Oh, take all the time you need.
Hold,
Like you're
hold
on a-
please.
Nova?
Yes, Zaps?
Does the name the auditor mean anything to you?
Talk
Talk fast, we have 8 minutes.
Whatever he asks, do it.
Why?
You
7 minutes.
cross the auditor and live.
Okay, so it's either get killed by... Does he kill slowly or quickly?
It depends on how well you've been behaving.
We put you on hold.
You've been placed on hold.
Mute.
He's a hologram in the room.
I'm standing there in the room. You can't put me on hold.
I don't care.
I stand
My hands over her ears.
I'm
We have a
standing-
hacker with us, to be fair.
Oh yeah. Now
That's
you're wearing
true.
a dress. I just walk up behind him like that.
How would you- Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nova says basically, Zaps, if you've crossed us badly enough for us to send the auditor, you're in deep trouble.
Sorry, I crossed who?
No,
The companions.
Aha, thank you.
and it's not that you did it, Red. It's that if one has crossed,
Uh-huh.
before we get too deep into that confusion.
Yeah.
6 minutes.
I look at Zaps. Wait a minute. Do you have something to hide, Zaps?
Shut up.
Oh, we
Lou.
don't have time for this.
In
Okay.
general.
All right, we're in. Let's do it.
Hang on.
Wonderful.
Shut
Hang
up,
on.
Zaps.
No, hang on. I'm in charge here. Nova, would you prefer to be disemboweled by the... well, I guess you're not getting disemboweled by the Auditor or Niska in this case. So, would you prefer to be disemboweled by Niska or not?
Would you stop wasting time?
6 minutes.
Just
I prefer my
listen.
bowels where they are.
Listen, this crew has historically always
fair enough.
traded. We have always traded the certainty of immediate death for the prospect of certain future death, and so far it's worked out well for us. So let's go.
I've got to agree with Isaac here.
It's
I mean,
Isaac?
I will take the word.
Niska.
I will take the word of the captain. It's up to you, Mr. Engelbert. 5 minutes, by the way.
Fine.
Zaps, I can
Fine.
do one of two things in this situation. I can shoot you now, or we
Please
can go
do.
with this
Actually,
plan.
no. Come on. Come here. And
Hi.
I move up, basically go stand in front of the barrel. It's probably quicker.
Yeah, very, very funny, very dramatic. Look, let's
we
just
haven't
go,
been
shall we?
bad friends with Niska before.
We haven't got time for this.
No, and I like to keep it that way.
Y'all really haven't got time for this. 5 minutes.
I already said okay. I'm
Let's
just
go
discussing
then.
if he shoots me beforehand or not.
Well, that's really up to y'all.
When it gets down to it, I'll shoot you before anything else happens, Zaps. Don't worry.
Thank you. Is that a promise?
Yes.
4 minutes. 3
I
minutes.
said yes.
2 minutes.
It's a
What do we
deal.
need to do?
1
seconds,
minute.
Mr. Miller.
It's good to see you. Hi.
No, 1 minute. Nothing happens. You already should check your sensor readings more carefully. Now let's go.
Yeah.
I think we all missed that.
The,
What?
the ship has just, as it was
It
about to
comes
impact, it
in.
just disappears off the sensors.
Typing noises. What the shit? Captain, I have no idea what happened.
I think
It's
what's
just-
happened is we have reached an accord. I'm in airlock 16J. Come meet me there, and we can discuss the further terms of our arrangement. Pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Engelbert.
Hang up on this asshole.
I called you, remember?
I'm not talking. I'm not
Hang
talking.
up on you.
Sterling, hang up on this asshole.
Nice,
Well, very well. Should you decide to renege on our agreement, I will be sending that data to.
I
Mr.
know. I know.
Well, I'm glad you finally caught up to speed. I will.
Have we hung up or not?
I think that's the point at which
We need to leave the room, so
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, I
I
think
guess
he hung
that's
up on
like-
you before Sterling could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zaps, that's the mute button. It's the, like, do I have
Put
to
it in,
teach you
you
how
put
to
it in
use
airplane
phones?
mode. You put it in airplane mode.
So,
Okay. Chances of the dead man switch also being a ruse.
Do we care?
Kinda. But we could just vent the airlock if it is.
No, we can't,
If
because
the
he'll have
ship
taken some
is
sort of precaution
docked
against,
there-
and then we'll have pissed off the companions. It's not a factor. Let's go.
If
Fair
I
enough.
have to choose
All
my
right.
friends, I'll choose the companion saps.
Actually, that's a good way of phrasing it, Eliza. Thank you.
Oh, let's go meet this guy. The data's still downloading, Captain. Should I stay here?
Yeah. Keep Eliza
I-
with you.
It's been a while. I can't actually remember how long it's supposed to take.
Is the data downloaded? We have 50 minutes.
Well,
It was going to take you 8 hours to get the rest.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 well,
Just
just convince
stick
Mr.
around.
Miller that we're gonna take a while getting all the data.
Yeah. So
You do notice that I mentioned that I already have the data to send to Niska's enemies, right?
yeah, I do know this.
Yeah, but the thing is, we also had
I
a
mean,
part of the data, so we don't know whether or not you
we
have the
also had
data.
other plans with that data.
I'm sure you did. But I don't
Anyway.
know that.
No. So
No.
Wait, hang on. I'm confused here. What is Hatz's character implying that we're all going to get the data, or that like?
No, that should
It
you not agree with should you not follow through on our arrangement, I will send the data to people who Niska doesn't want to have the data. You know.
Right. Okay. Great.
Which
Meaning
means you've
our
got the
ha-
data that you want.
Which
Yeah.
So do we need? Okay. Here's my question to Keeb then. Do we need to stick around and download this data or not?
Not if we
That's
want
up
to get
you.
to the.
If you want your own guarantee copy, you can stick around.
That's the.
Yes,
That's
Yes.
my
Let's
point.
do that then.
But that's going to take 8 hours, so that means we need to meet the man for now. And
Okay.
I'd
Let's
like
go do that.
Somebody armed with Sterling while they're working. Unless you can
Yeah.
leave this stuff working by itself, we don't even have to be here.
I don't have to be here, but it might be better. I mean, I've got my gun. For all the good that'll do. If any mad bottles come at me, I should be fine.
To be fair, the security here is not that.
I'm
That's
gonna
true.
stay here with Sterling.
Okay.
Alright.
You two play nice now.
Probably a good idea.
Okay, Woo. Wait. Ah, crap.
Yes.
Woo, Isaac.
No, Zaps. We've just spoken to this person. I have no compunction about inflicting woo on them. Let's go.
Have a plot point for that, Nav.
Thank you.
Isaac. True words have never been spoken. So yeah, we go meet him at the appointed airlock.
Okay, so when you get there, you notice that the airlock itself is empty, or at least empty from the outside, as far as you can tell.
Should you not?
I go and check the number again. Do you get me there?
It's the right number.
I
2
Captain,
cents.
before you open that, just check the door. Like, make sure there's nothing. If you can see if there's anything, that shouldn't be, just in case.
all right. I check if there's anything that shouldn't be.
Okay, that's going to be mental and notice for you.
I got this.
Okay, go for it. Leaving that on. Yeah, I forgot Isaac's better at this than me.
It's literally my job.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, do we have anybody here? Oh, we do. Right.
Mental. It's been so long. Where's notice?
There it is.
I mean, this is all straight up. Like,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
There's one thing that Isaac is very, very good at.
Keep.
Oh,
Let's add some dice here.
And you're certain that's the right number, Woo.
Yeah, well, you
It is
listen.
the right number.
I mean, and maybe you're holding the upside down. No, that doesn't make any sense.
So 14 to beat.
Zaps, how these signs are fixed to the wall? How would it be?
No, I meant the piece you wrote it on.
yeah, no, there's nothing.
I can, Zaps, I can read. Funnily enough.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah,
So clear?
19. What do I? That's a success with. That's a great success.
That's
That's a
an
crit.
extraordinary
I don't know what the word.
That's a
That's the one.
Exceptional
I
success.
have
Yeah.
given you your D10, big damn hero.
Thank
dice.
you.
but yeah, there's nothing there.
Marvelous.
I still knock at the door. Does anybody respond?
You hear a voice from Brown say, "Come in."
I just noticed. Are we looking at
I open the hang on. Is the other side of this just open space? Would I just be
No,
blown
no,
out?
no,
Okay.
it's like
it's an
in that
airlock.
You
case,
would be able
then
to open the airlock door if that was the case.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
fine. Then I open the door.
It's empty.
I step in.
I don't understand.
What does Isaac do?
Yeah. If Zaps is going in, I'm going in too.
Can I?
Yeah.
I think you. Are you
In
all
fact,
going in?
If Zaps looks like he's going in, I'm going in first.
Fair.
What about Woo?
Yeah. I'm going in as well.
All right, Keep. Can I do the thing?
Yeah, do the thing.
Oh,
So from a vent in the ceiling,
Ah, fuck.
drop down and like smack the control to slam the door behind you. basically. Just it's a perfectly normal airlock. I just wasn't inside it. And once you get inside, there is a tiny little voice recorder, like little gizmo that has the come in thing played on a sort of sound response trigger. And so the door shuts behind you with the little slide back to win or some. I activate the intercom and say, "Ah, there you all are. Nice of you to join us."
Well, shit, he kind of bamboozled us. He pretty got us.
Hi.
Hi. So we are all agreed on our terms, yeah? That's right. You are going to not try anything fancy. You're gonna take me to Niska, and I'll have my words with him. If anybody asks, I suppose I could say I stowed away on your ship. You all don't need to be implicated in this.
I appreciate that, though somehow I don't think it's going to change the desire for Niska to skin me, so...
The way I hear it, you and Niska ain't exactly on the best of terms.
I look at Whoops like, it's not bad, right?
Yes. No, well, I'm on pretty good terms. I don't know about you. You're the one who's always so scared of Niska.
Right, of course. Anyway, the terms are, like... Employee-employer, which in his case, I guess, is not good terms, no.
Can I just check that the airlock is not, like, sequencing?
Not at the moment.
Not
Okay,
right
good.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's always an option.
I am attempting to access that part of the system because I can hear what's going on.
Well,
That's
you've got a glasses feed,
That is fair.
as per usual.
I say, this is my final fail-safe. We are agreed, yes, Captain Engelbert?
Yes, we are agreed.
Looks
Very
at
well.
Zaps. Did he not hear the first? Yes.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Must be hard of hearing. Can you hear me on the other side?
You know, I really could just press this button that says vent right here.
He said yes!
Then you don't get what you want.
I look at Isaac. I'm like, and you thought I was the problem here?
I never thought you were a problem, Woo.
All right. I just need to make sure you would be
Zaps
good on...
just snaps. That just snaps toward Isaac like, what?
Cricks and everything. Just
Look, my definition of a problem is something that's likely to kill you, Zaps. This is Woo is an annoyance at worst.
Thank you. Slaps to the death.
Thank you! It's like...
No. Look, I've believe me, I have run the numbers. The percentages are exactly correct. The number of times that Woo has nearly killed you is at least 50% fewer than the number of times Eliza's nearly killed all of us, which includes you. So therefore, by proxy, Woo is the less dangerous.
Thank you. This is why I like Isaac. Isaac, you're my favorite member of the crew.
I don't appreciate that this is how we calculate that. Of
you
course,
know
there
that
is.
I can hear you.
The fact that there is a worst doesn't mean that the others are not also a problem.
There's a slight look on Maurice's face that's just like, why these people?
Yeah.
Why do they?
You can't disagree with maths, okay? Like I've got quite high marks in maths. I'm just going to tell you, you can't disagree with them.
It's not about maths.
No. Open the door from this side. I was almost gonna be like, vent the airlock.
I was buying time for Sterling to open it.
Nah, I opened the door.
I'm not 100% sure what the display was about, but let's get moving, shall we? Like, when do you want to? We want to stay here for the next sort of 8 hours and finish downloading the data so that Niska isn't suspicious, and then we also have our own copy. But in that time, anything might happen.
Thank you for ruining that part of the surprise.
What?
Isaac?
He knows, Zaps. He's not an idiot.
I have a copy of the data already. I know how long it takes to copy it out.
See?
I've been here
that's
for a while.
Mister, I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. Can we just copy yours? Then we could be going.
Good point.
But
That still doesn't cover our tracks with the fact that would Niska be tracking us right now?
We've got to blow this place anyway, so let's,
Fair.
like, Niska will be, well, something will get back to him, but we're not really fussed about that because these fine people want to work with him. So let's just do our part of the bargain, then he can't argue with us.
Fair.
But is he going to be suspicious if you turn up 8 hours earlier than?
That's
you
what I'm
should?
saying. Where we stay here and finish downloading the data.
I would prefer
Watch
that.
other movies.
If that's okay with you.
Oh
as
wait,
well,
you know
Mr.
what?
Miller.
We'll if you provide us with the. Hang on, I'm going to use an R world term for something that probably exists in Firefly. But if you just give us the checksum on your data, and Sterling can match it, and then we can yep, same data, and then everyone's happy and we can all leave.
Works for me. I don't know what that means, but it works for me.
Same. I'm okay with that. If Isaac believes that works.
As long as that gets me an invite into Niska's place, then that's all I need. Invite's probably the wrong word. I will be traveling on your ship unbeknownst to Mr. Niska, and I will be keeping an ear out. Should you alert him, I will make use of my countermeasures as I have previously established.
If we do that, we're as dead as you are.
That's what I'm counting on.
I'm gonna just calm Nova quietly in a corner somewhere. Is that something I can do?
Yeah.
Hey, Nova. Look, this isn't I'm not going to cause offense or anything, but is there a record on Zaps that he's particularly thick with your guys?
It's been a little while since I've checked the records.
Okay, because this guy really wants to hammer home the whole thing to him. So I'm just curious. Is he down as particularly slow on the uptake, or just
Oh God, I really want that to be the thing. Actually,
that's what I'm hoping.
I have been updating the files as we travel.
So yes, then.
Oh,
right.
so absolutely.
Right. Okay, that explains so much.
That is definitely on the files for Ms. Wu.
Right, yeah, well, obviously, but Wu's not. Yeah, I just wanted to check because this guy seems very intent on hammering home his point, and we already agreed. So I just wanted to make sure that there was a particular reason for that, and that this tracks actually. This makes a lot of sense. If Zaps is yeah, I'm not going to tell him. Don't worry. Okay, I'll catch you later.
Just bear in mind that the auditor so far has 100% success rate.
Oh yeah.
Does he ever use the phrase "justify yourself"? I have to know.
I haven't had the pleasure of watching him work up close.
Boys from the dwarf.
So, I want to do two things. First of all, I want to walk up to Miller
Yay! Hi.
and just flick his nose.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
I would like to basically
Punch his ass
intimidate Zap so that he realizes that that's a really bad idea.
That's fair.
Roll me social and intimidate.
Oh God, how do I do this?
Welcome to Firefly.
So on your character sheet,
Cortex Plus.
Yeah.
on your character sheet, so you can choose mental, physical, or social.
Okay.
Click the name of that, and it will add it to your dice pool.
Social. Okay, I see.
And you've got your influence in there as well.
That should be a 12 for influence, actually.
Yeah. So underneath your avatar, you should have pool add, pool clear, pool roll, pool show, pool undo.
Underneath my avatar?
Underneath our cameras.
Underneath all the
Green button.
Yeah, on Roll20,
On the left.
on the interface
On the
of Roll20, not on the screen.
Bottom left.
Pull roll, pull clear, pull show.
No, wait, no.
Right.
That
no,
one.
you'll need to
Macros.
Go to,
Macros, it's a
you'll
macro.
need to go to the macros tab and enable them. Sorry.
Oh, there they are.
That's a step I forgot. Yeah.
That's
See,
why.
When we
Pull
first
add,
started
pull clear,
playing
pull
this,
roll.
it wasn't finished, so none of this
Alright.
worked.
So clear the pool. And
Everybody
then
out of the pool.
Social.
Red, I'm going to have to explain the context to you of that at some point, and it's not going to be fun.
Which one do I have to click? Is it the
So
name
click
or
the
the?
influence, the name.
If I have a specialization, it'll.
So you click
and
the
then
dice.
and then you click the little dice to the right-hand side of the
Oh, so
specialization.
click
Yeah.
both of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, influence and that.
Yeah. And if you want to use any of your distinctions, you can do that as well.
I really need to up my influence so it's higher than anybody else. As people are bad, and that's not supposed to be possible.
You got me on.
Yeah, Wu's always
see.
been the
Oh. Not to be crossed.
Yep.
Yeah, that tracks.
I have fair warning as well, which is step up.
You can
or-
use one of your things. You can't.
Yeah,
use
but
more
if
than
it's
one.
if it's a trigger,
It's a
or-
trigger under the distinction.
Oh
is
right, okay.
crossed.
Yeah,
fair
but
warning.
you can't use that. Well, if you
So
want.
Yeah.
I add not to be crossed, right?
Yep.
I pick the dice, okay, and then step up or double influence when you use the weight of your intimidating reputation. Both ones and twos count for jinxes on the roll.
Okay,
What do I do for that?
you just do it. Like you to step up. Well, actually, sorry.
Again, it will
Just-
add-
You have
Just
to
add it.
choose step up or double, which you can't step up because it's a D12 max.
So
So,
double.
you double.
Yeah.
So just click influence again.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, there we go.
And now we wait for Red to build his pool because Red is defending.
Okay,
He
what do
rolls
I need
first.
to use? I'm assuming social or mental, probably.
Yep. And I'm going to say survive.
You're defending against an intimidation attempt. So
You
Survive.
can use your influence as well, but that's
Oh, I'm adding a D4. A little nervous around a gun. How do I add this as a D4 again?
he doesn't have a gun. You do
Just
pool add D4.
Full add
Yeah.
and then D4.
You're not aware that he has a gun yet, Red.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, he probably
as far as
does.
as far as you can tell, I'm not armed.
But yes, I've forked the code for these sheets. I definitely need to do some fixes, like being able to do distinctions as a D4, and
I'm
need
probably
to
gonna
fix
flick-
the CSS bug.
I'm adding a D6 for my banana because I'm probably going to flick his nose with the banana.
Excellent.
Okay.
How do you flick with a banana? No, you don't answer that.
Whack.
No, he's gonna do all the
And then I roll. There we go.
And then I also need to roll as well.
And then you roll as well.
There's my defense.
Pool roll, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Once.
I mean,
Ooh.
So
you did also get a.
yeah.
Did you get any ones or twos? Hats?
No.
No.
Okay.
Red does have a 1. You can spend a plot
Yeah.
point to buy that jinx.
Do I? Oh, I have.
You
some.
want to do that?
Yeah, let's do that. How do I get? Do I spend plot points? How do I get?
You
if
remove it from your
if
you
on
click
them, it'll
drag it out.
expand a window,
Oh, right,
and then,
okay. It's gone.
Just drag
Oh
it
no,
out.
wait, there it
you,
is.
You can just You just boop. Now it's gone.
Get rid of that.
So
Okay.
What complication
just-
would you like to add to Zaps?
Oh god. Oh, there's so many possibilities.
You've been wanting to do this for so long.
Oh, so long. Brown pants.
Yep.
There we go.
Not code.
That's a
brown
complication, not an asset.
pants. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm still working on it. No, that's too big.
There we go.
There we go. Ouch.
So you get the kind of like his general demeanor is actually fairly amiable, but there's the look in the eyes behind that is the very real do not fuck with me, and that like cuts straight through Zaps, I think.
Yeah.
Is how that goes.
Am I still allowed to just poke him a little bit just to check he's not a hologram, or is that just off the table after that?
I think what happens is that I grab the banana.
Yeah, it's just he grabs it just before. It
No,
gets
no. Okay, I grab the banana and I eat it. Power move.
Yes,
Peel
yes.
it
Thank
first.
you.
No!
No. Establish dominance.
Inhale the
Have a plot
banana.
point.
Maintaining eye contact the
I-
entire time.
Yeah, just
I sidle up to Isaac and I go, wow, this dude is not fucking around.
Do you expect
Just
him to?
lean over to Eliza like, did he just eat that whole...
I don't know if I've actually seen a banana before, so who knows? Actually, no. A companion would probably know.
Yeah, you're a man of culture.
Yeah.
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 And
Manifest.
Isaac is like, just checking.
No, Zaps, stop
Zaps.
trying to be me.
Trying to play every character.
Isaac is Nav. You are Saps.
I don't. That one went over my head. I'm sorry.
You said the
said
wrong
Isaac.
name.
Oh, god damn it!
Yeah.
Just checking.
Uh,
That's literally what Sap says. But
and
yeah,
it's just like, mm-hmm. And I just tossed the banana into a nearby waste bin.
Isaac leans over back to Wu and is like, I'm really glad he didn't do that, because I don't want to have to try and shoot this man.
No, I don't want to be on a. I don't want to be in that firefight either. I'm pretty glad. Also, I'm kind of glad you put that in the bin. Shows he knows about recycling. But like,
Man of culture.
yeah.
All right. Well, if you're quite finished, Mr. Engelbert, I believe we have some business to attend to. Shall we go?
Yes, let's.
Okay, so you guys heading
Very
back to
well.
the computer core?
Can we make a pit stop at the ship?
Yeah.
Good. I want to grab some new pants.
Oh, that sounds like a plan.
I'm assuming it's still there thematically, but I am changing it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so while Zaps is changing his pants, is anybody else doing anything?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
I'm probably just getting a drink.
I probably am.
Okay, so let's.
I probably am just double checking what Zaps' entry on the companion database says.
Companionpedia.
That's the thing. They have a database, and I'm looking it up.
Because if you mess up, they blacklist you, and if you keep messing up, they send him.
Hi.
Damn.
Yeah, you have to mess up. You have to mess up really bad to get me sent after you.
Say, I've never heard of the companions doing that before. Sheesh.
Yeah, no, they... No, I can't. I can't make that a good joke.
Okay.
Not gonna.
Then don't.
Exactly.
All right. But I'm probably just hanging. I guess I'm sticking with Zaps and Isaac and Woo. Then.
Yeah, so
Wow.
you get to experience the Daedalus up close. Or what was the name of the ship this time around?
The Charon.
That's right, the Charon. Yeah, so basically, as you get up close, you start to wonder how on earth the Alliance officers thought that this was an official Alliance ship. It is just an absolute rust bucket from the outside.
Hey!
Held together with duct tape.
No! I maintain her well.
I thought that was the whole point of her camouflage. Is you'd had her painted to look awful, but she's actually really well maintained.
Yeah, the kind of disguise of this ship is terrible.
If you
Wait,
remember, there was
secretly it's awesome.
Messrs. Bodgett and Leggett did an excellent job on that for you.
God, that's so long ago.
It's
Okay,
been
fine.
literal weeks.
I'll assume they did a good job on it.
So you know she's structurally sound and she's perfect, but from the outside she's just a rust bucket, and you can see there's at least 6 layers of paint over the ship's name.
Now that I'll believe.
Wow.
You can only tell that because each time somebody's not very neat about painting the name out, and there's loads of random stray brush strokes.
Woo.
Is Nova there to meet
Yeah,
us? at any
Nova's on
point?
board. She drops a slight curtsy as you come into the common area.
I sort of tip the hats and say, "Ms. Nova, it's good to see you. Good to see you again."
Mr. Miller, yes, excellent to see you. I'm glad we can assist you.
Indeed. I turn around to the others and say, "Y'all know how lucky you are to have Miss Nova on your crew. She
Yeah.
is a companion of the highest regard."
We are aware, yes.
Hmm.
I wonder if she's still sticking around with us, lowlifes.
Because she's my friend, that's why. I'm the only one who ever remembers her.
That is not true.
Nope. Don't want to change anything about that sentence I just said.
Woo,
So,
do you offer Miller a drink, or do you just?
Oh no,
go
yeah, no. I was about to. I was about to do the situation arose. Yeah, I'm like saying, yeah, let's have a drink.
So, that sounds good.
Yeah, and so I'm just like plying him a drink because I want to get a good measure of Mr. Miller,
Hmm.
unlike
yeah.
the other people on board. Like, and I'll probably give Nova a few as well. I'm like, hey, let's.
So I'm probably like sipping it and not going too hard on this. Like I've the air of someone with practice of like drinking socially, but making sure to not get so drunk that the inhibitions go.
I look at Miller. I'm like, come on, what these little sips? This is good quality
did you
alcohol.
give him the good whiskey or the rock gut?
Yeah, I give him the good whiskey. Oh, sorry, all my alcohol is good. Thank you very much.
That is provably not true.
Provably false.
Maybe not
There's
yours.
at least
but
4
Eliza.
bottles on that wall that belong to me.
Oh,
I
yeah,
used
sorry.
them to
You
sterilize
definitely
wounds.
at least
I'm
liberated
not-
some of Eliza's rubbing alcohol at some point.
Yeah, Eliza, your thing's not really alcohol. It's alcohol, but not alcohol.
It's
You
also
get what I
like
mean?
It's
there-
ethanol.
there's a
Yeah.
distinct line between your stuff and Woo's stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, no, I hear that and say, you can have as much to drink as you want. I am. Companions have a strip. Sorry. Brain work. Companions have rules about this sort of thing, and frankly, we know when to stop, so that we don't allow ourselves to be taken advantage of. If you understand, our line of work can lead to certain nefarious individuals who would do so given the chance, which of course is where I come in.
I kind of down my drink.
Obviously.
That's because you can't handle your drink, isn't it? I've heard this excuse before.
I just keep sipping, just not reacting.
I just
So-
quietly come to Woo. Woo, do not antagonize the scary man.
Hey, Isaac, ask him about Templeton.
Shit.
Templeton, yeah, sure. Why?
Well,
I want to know his record. Yeah.
yeah, I want to know why the Arbiter hasn't been sent to him.
Because he got blacklisted but didn't do anything else. So
Yeah. Well, you can ask me about that if you like. Feel free to
I
ask
think we should.
if you want to.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So
Um,
there's a friend of ours, word word on the street was that he got blacklisted. Mr. Templeton Colt Steele, how's he doing these days?
well, I'm sure I don't know, but that name does ring a bell. If he's been blacklisted and I haven't heard any more about it, then that's as far as that's gone. He must be behaving himself. By all logic.
No, but in regards to your organization.
In regard to the companions, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what Zap's like.
If he's misbehaving in other ways, that's not my jurisdiction.
I understand. So, Mr.
There is a
Miller.
note on his record as you look it up, Hats.
Yeah.
That he's had his wedding, 2 weddings foiled by unknown assailants at this point.
Don't know who
proud-
that is.
My
probably actually
proudest
would say, like-
achievements.
Probably just say like, well, we never. Although we were might perplexed about his wedding being foiled twice in a row, but I suppose we'll never get to the bottom of that.
Such a mystery.
Hmm.
Now,
We'll never
Mr. Miller,
figure that out.
What, if I may ask, do you intend to do when you meet Mr. Niska?
Is Mr. Nisker important to you, Mr. Engelbert?
Well, not really.
Then you don't need to worry. You don't need to worry yourself about it.
Do I read between the lines? Does Zaps read between the lines?
Is there anything to read between the lines? You don't.
I'm trying to figure out if that statement means what I hope it means.
You could ask that.
That's fair. So, do you plan on killing him?
Would you take offense if I said I did?
On the contrary, that would solve our problems regarding possible retaliation to some extent.
How long have you been working for him?
What day is it?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's been like
We've
2
been-
days since he hired
Yeah,
him.
like not long.
Since Wednesday.
46 hours, 12 minutes, and 30 seconds. You just hear in the earpiece.
Yeah.
There's just a moment of like considering like, and you already want to kill him. Well, that tracks with what I know about.
Oh, we've
honestly,
encountered him. We've encountered him before.
It's mostly that we weren't really. We would have preferred not to work for him, given his reputation.
But given his reputation, we kind of had to, so...
Exactly.
Why was that? What did bring you under his employ?
I have no idea at all. Looking at Wu.
No,
I'm drinking with Nova and kind of just talking to her. I'm not paying attention to this
He
conversation.
heard of us and contacted us with a deal, and one doesn't really refuse a deal from a person with Niska's reputation, especially since we've run across him before. And to be fair, he did screw us before, so
He did.
Hmm.
Thought it was
Well,
well,
it seems as this
the
may be a more beneficial arrangement than I had previously thought. So perhaps you will be amenable to assisting me in my auditing of his affairs.
Yes, yes, God, yes.
We'll
We
have
might
to-
be.
Maurice can't hear.
Yeah,
us. He's not on your
Yeah,
comms
sure.
network.
Sure.
I know.
Zaps his that perfect.
Thank God. Yeah, I hear that in my ear. It's like, well,
We'll think about it.
we'll have to think about it, but I would definitely not rule it out.
Well, very well. Well, I look forward to our collaboration, perhaps. As for right now, I believe I shall finish my drink, and I have some reading to do, and pop open the little data pad with the companion database on it.
All right. So I guess we still need to wait before the whole.
Yeah. I mean, I can. Actually, given that, then there's a brief moment of sort of look up to. I believe one of you said something about assisting with the process. Which of you is the smart one? That's right. I'll go. It must be your new hire. I'll go talk to.
You know, I
You just
should
call
feel.
me the smart one? Oh god.
I think he
did.
did.
Oh boy.
I think he
Based
did.
on what?
I mean, I would go talk.
Previous experience.
I would talk to Nova, but okay.
So
I mean,
as you head off to talk to
Sterling, you kind of deserve that title.
to Sterling and Eliza back in the computer core. Whilst you're sort of having drinks, you two are interrupted by a guard entering the room.
Which two?
Eliza
Sterling
and
Eliza.
Sterling.
Right. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who are you? Where's the other guards?
I beg your pardon?
Who are you? Where's the other guards?
Who am I? Who do you think I am?
It's pronounced. Who
Do
are
you know who I am?
Don't you know what? My name is Michael Caine.
Just can't get the NPCs these days, can you?
Oh God.
All
We
right.
are here to audit this facility. Is there a problem?
You're the shutdown squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be leaving.
Is
I'll
there
be
a
leaving.
problem?
Would you like me to stand guard outside the door, or shall I go back? To
No,
the guard
you'll
post?
just be leaving
I think
and
there's a.
not coming back.
I think that's the point at which I probably show up. I want to say.
Are you even allowed to be there?
I don't know.
Well,
Well, apparently he's with us now, so sure.
I just sort of put a hand on the shoulder and say, like, Bob, is there a problem here?
I was just asking this lady and gentleman for their ID.
Oh, well, you don't need to worry about them. They're personal friends of mine. They have, of course, been invited here. I recommended them for the audit of this thing. You don't need to worry about them. They're perfect.
All right, that's very good here, Mr. Miller. I will be back at the guard post if you need any help whatsoever.
Oh, that's very, very kind of you. Now, I don't want to. Please don't let me detain you.
He wanders off.
And I sort of step around. It's like,
He seems nice.
Yes,
Okay,
that's a
what-
good thing about Bob. He's relatively simple.
One of these days, I want to hear all of your accents.
Oh, what? Bob?
What accent?
Yeah. So I come back around and say, well, shall we speed this procedure up a little bit?
Oh god, yes, please.
Actually, hold on a moment. If we're going to... Actually, wait, hold on. If we're going to kill Niska...
We're gonna what now?
Sorry, out of character. Like, if we're going to kill Niska, do we need this data?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we do to get in.
To get in, right.
That and,
And-
we might not be leaving without it.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
we want to be able to like get this in the right hands and get countermeasures.
Right, okay. All right. back in. So like, all right, and I will give a few codes and things to speed it up so that they have their own copy.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you.
time.
Yeah, so that only takes a couple of hours. And
I've only got a class 10 card. This shit takes ages.
No, if you switch it to port 5, it and then download. There you go.
Saps,
As-
we
as
really
you
should
are
change the
finishing up-
uplink to fiber.
As you're finishing up, the long range sensors blink into life again, showing another ship.
No.
It's real.
Yeah, that one. Put hands up, just like that one's not mine.
All right.
Mr. Miller?
Captain, I think we need to go.
Mr. Miller, did you come in on a ship?
I came in. I booked a ride on a transport some time ago.
How long have you been here?
Oh, long enough.
Good answer.
I mean, there's the guards.
I hate the enigmatic ones. All right, let's go.
Yeah, no, let's go.
Yeah.
What is it, Sterling?
There's just another ship, and this is actually a real one this time.
Are you certain?
As certain as I can be at this point. Ask
Fair
Nova
enough.
to look out of the window.
Sterling,
You know, nobody ever looks out of the window.
Yeah, they never do. That's why the stealth tech works.
Yep.
Do we have a way? Do we have a core override option?
Let me have a look. Let's see. Accessing systems.
Yeah, make me a mental and operate.
Bonuses you might have.
It's Alliance Tech, isn't it?
Yep.
yep.
And my PDA.
You have a.
Not wearing my
And
AR
your
mask
Cortex
because it's
hacker.
You have a Cortex hacker.
Oh yeah.
Probably a distinction there.
Okay.
That has been a really useful distinction so far.
Mm.
Uh-huh. It makes her good at hacking, which you know.
I mean, I'm better at slashing.
12 to beat.
Yeah.
I am going to buy your jinx though,
Yeah, I was afraid you were going to say that.
and I'll be stepping up your left to trace jinx complication to a D8.
Wait, where is that?
I didn't have that on the sheet for some reason, but I have it in my notes from last time. You've left a trace in the system.
Okay.
It was it wasn't tied to Sterling specifically, was the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm going to buy that now. There is a trace left in the system. So even if you crash the core, which you'll be able to do,
You could put it outside of anybody's boxes if it's not specifically for Sterling. Somewhere on the
yes,
board. Yeah, that works.
even if you crash the core, they will be able to recover something to know that somebody initiated the core crash rather than it just happening.
Well,
I mean, Sterling, if you want, log in as somebody else.
Admin.
Guest.
Yes.
It's always password 1, honestly. These people.
No, it's just enter.
Everyone's password is 5 asterisks. I don't.
This is top-notch
it's
alliance
really
security.
bad if it's only 5 asterisks.
Can I? Actually, can I look up on the companion database if there's anyone in the who has a black mark against them on the station?
Ooh.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh.
And I'll tell you now, that is Administrator Torvalds himself.
Then I suggest to Sterling that you log in as Administrator Torvalds.
Works for me.
His password is Linux.
All right. Of
Ah,
course
Wow.
it fucking is. Oh my god.
My God, he's a history nerd.
Oh no. Linus Torvalds is the name of the person who invented Linux.
yep.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if anybody had picked up on that one, but
No, not until you said his password was Linux.
Oh, I picked up on the Torvalds thing, but I didn't I didn't know it was going to come up in that way.
Alright. Cool. All right, Winnie. Just on your word, Captain. Just a
Start the
quick question.
timer.
Is
Give
this
yourself
just,
enough
like,
time to get here. And
blowing up the base, not just crashing the system, yeah?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. In that case, friends, I suggest we leave. We have
After you.
15 minutes before this happens. I have disabled the alarm system, so they won't know.
Good.
Excellent.
Good.
Let's go.
It's one of those cases where I don't care about. There's no innocence on. Well, there might be. No, there's no innocence on the station.
There might be. No, let's pretend that there
Remember
are.
last session?
No,
You were
there
shown
are no
the
innocents.
giant vault full of cryo containers containing test subjects.
Not again.
Oh, fuck. Really?
We can't get those out.
No, you're right. We're blowing this place. I hate doing that, but
Do you want another car? You want another cargo hold full of cryopods?
Exactly.
not really.
Also, Saps, they'd rather die than be test subjects.
I understand.
Alright, well,
I
we're just
wasn't
going.
s-
This is
I
going.
wasn't, I wasn't
Now.
sleeping well anyway, so.
Why start now?
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Add that to the nightmares. Anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, no
Started,
alarms.
off we
blowing
go.
This place up. There's
Into the
no
ship.
way we can save those people, and it's better than whatever the Alliance has in store for them.
And you disabled the alarms, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I did.
Okay, you did disable the alarms.
Yeah, so unless anyone's specifically looking at the system in that particular spot, they won't know until it's too late.
Okay.
Okay, yeah,
So-
yeah, let's go.
You all get on board the Daedalus,
Yep.
and you take off.
Stealth systems on as quickly as can be.
So, what I'm going to ask...
Remain in range so that we can see the station.
Yeah, we'll be able to see that. Don't worry. We're not going to be far enough away for that.
What reason are you giving launch control for your departure?
What do you mean reason?
Yeah, they need to
You
know.
need somebody to open the hangar bay doors.
Yeah.
Out, disengage the dock.
Oh, as we're trying to get to. Oh, like that. No. We're not.
As you're trying to leave the when you're in the
As our
ship.
ship is leaving.
Sterling, could you open the door, please?
From our ship back
I
there.
believe I have this. I will say over the comms like, you guys were here. Yeah, the auditor or the captain of this vessel has requested a little private time with for companionship. I will be taking him out on a short journey out away from the prying eyes and ears of the station. It's simply a matter of privacy.
Okay, give me a social and influence for that, please.
Let's see.
Surely there was a
No.
better-
Oh, registered companion. I know your ways. Spend a plot point to step up or double influence when you're attempting to follow proper etiquette or put someone at ease.
Yep, so you can use that as well.
So remind me what it was. Sorry, it was
Social and influence, please.
just clear my-
So
social,
social once, influence twice.
influence.
Because you have a D12 in influence.
Yeah, step up or double influence. Yeah, influence twice. I have to spend a plot point for that, but that's fine. I will do that.
Good use of plot point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me see if I have anything else that applies.
And now, Hats, I don't want you to fail, but I want you to fail like I did.
Yeah.
I want someone to do it. It can't just
Look.
be me.
The Eliza is very, very hard to pull off.
It's almost statistically impossible.
My God, it's Steve.
Oh.
I mean,
don't think
registered
No, I can't-
companion
I don't
would-
think-
Registered companion.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't
or
add that,
as a
did I?
D8.
Yeah. That's my bad. I'm just. I was trying to see if I could go for not to be crossed to the edge of the black, but that doesn't really apply here. Don't
Well, you've only
think.
got a 9 to beat, so you're pretty good. for this.
You'll be fine.
Famous last words. Yeah. Let's. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Pull roll. Huzzah!
Oh, so maxed out 2 of your
Yeah.
dice there. Yeah, that
I'll
was the
take
highest
it.
you could have gotten. Not quite, no, because you
No,
got two.
no.
Yeah.
24.
Yeah, could have
so
got
you
two
get
12s. Yeah.
another D8 big damn hairy dice.
Excellent.
And so yeah, Steve from Launch Control is like, yes, of course, cleared for launch.
Thank you very much, Steve. And then
No worries, Mr. Miller. Have a good time.
thank you, Steve, and then just close the comms.
Okay.
Burn in hell, Steve. Burn in hell.
Fuck you, Steve.
So what I would like you
Steve.
to do for me now, Zaps, we're going to go into a timed action for you guys escaping without getting caught in the explosion. You're going to have 5 beats to get away.
Oh, we should have made a longer timer then.
Well, too bad.
She gave you
I
15
said it for 25 minutes. Wait a second. It's 52 seconds.
I gave you
Oh
6
no,
minutes.
it's upside down.
We gave you 6 minutes, the same 6 minutes you gave me. What does that mean? We have 3 minutes.
We have 3
So-
minutes. Yep.
Your first requirement is to fly the ship out of the base. You've secured your launch clearance already. So
Not it.
whoever's
No,
flying,
I'm
give me
flying.
a,
Duh.
Sorry, what?
We're trying to fly away.
We're trying to make like
Yeah, no. What needs to be done?
Right now,
get
first off,
clear of the
flying.
asteroid base without arousing suspicion,
Right.
basically. So you can't go just
Right. Yeah, no, I got that. Okay.
Where is the ship?
with the cheap sheet.
The sheep
Sheep
sheet.
sheet. There it is. Sheep sheet.
Yes.
Hmm.
This has been a joke since what? Before we started?
Oh, it's
So
not
we
a
called
character.
it the sheep sheet?
It's not a character sheet, so I have to add the
Yeah, You have
operator.
to do it
yes.
manually. That's something I really want to add to this. Is add a proper sheep sheet. I just haven't had time to sit down and actually dev one up.
you keep saying sheep sheet. I don't know what it means.
It's the ship sheet.
If the ship has its own character sheet, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's a ridiculous joke from the very first time I mentioned the ship sheet. It became
You
the
guys
sheep
and your
sheet.
in jokes.
Mhm.
This is almost 2 years in. This is a joke 2 years in the making. Wow.
And I
Alright.
think I need to use the. It's probably systems, I'm assuming, for this.
Hmm.
Mix systems. I can use my skill, which is my fly skill,
Ah,
and I get to add it because it's Kintsugi class ship. I
Sure.
add that, and I'm the ship's captain, of course. And this is the Daedalus, so
Yep.
yeah.
So you get to add your asset as well.
Should be fine.
So that's what was I going to do? So that's a
Aren't you technically using 2 distinctions in the roll, though? Because you're
mm,
using both.
Yes,
the ship's
you're
distinction
absolutely
and
right.
Your own distinction.
You're absolutely right. I'm using
Built for stealth as well.
I thought you could.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
It should only be one distinction, whether it's your
Yeah.
ship
Got
or the ship's distinction.
In that case, then I'm going to use built for stealth. I'm gonna pull out ship's captain.
You should
Rebuild.
if you- Oh, you could have
Oh.
just done pull undo. Which would
Yeah,
take
pull
out
under
half.
twice. then-
Well, shit. Sorry. Oh, can I still do
Yeah.
that? Can I?
Yeah,
Can I?
give it a try. Give it a try.
Let's see
pull
what
undo?
happens when you try to undo an empty pool.
Undo.
Probably nothing.
It might just go back before before.
Oh no,
clearing
there we go.
Hey,
yeah.
there it goes.
Then, hey.
Remove
Hey.
ship's
Nice.
captain, and then go back to.
Adding the Daedalus.
All
ship. Yeah, adding.
Oh, Steve.
Yes.
Steve from Launch Control.
the Daedalus.
We hardly knew ye.
That one. That one. That one.
Three fly system. Yeah. Okay. Got it. 6.
Okay.
That one. That one. Yes.
Once again, you have a 9 to beat.
I think I can do that. I'm going to spend a plot point
Yeah.
to buy that. 3.
I'm
Seems
over Zap's like, fly casually. No, fly casually.
I'm going to buy those 2 jinxes.
I don't know what that means.
We'll find out.
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't know.
no, I mostly mean towards Woo. Like,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
fly
know what
casual.
Fly casually
Yeah.
means.
Like, I don't know how else to describe it.
That doesn't. That.
You're going too fast to suspect something.
Just gotta ease into it.
Yeah. It's like sneaking, but with a ship.
Shipping.
You
No
go
way.
5 miles per hour below the legal limit. Come on. Everybody knows how you sneak.
Okay, so you succeed. It's a success, so you lose a beat. You have 4 beats left.
Okay. So wait, we have to clear 4 beats, right?
Well,
How many successes do we need?
It's going to be 5. But extraordinary successes, you don't lose beats.
Oh, right.
Right.
Because you only just succeeded.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And there's also suspicious activity, which is
Uh,
probably going to make things harder. Okay, what do we need to do next?
So next, you need to fly far enough away from the explosion. Remembering that you are in the middle of an asteroid field. So this is going to require a piloting check for you to get to a safe distance.
mm.
Am I able to lend dice? Because I do typically have to.
Oh,
Yes,
wait.
You're allowed to lend a dice.
So I believe I do knows how the ship works, which is a D6.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would use the exact same pool, only I would use engines instead of systems. Oh no, not built for stealth doesn't also work. Also doesn't work.
No, but instead you have ship's captain.
Yeah. So the pool would stay the
So-
same, just the names would shift. So
Yes.
I'm not gonna change that for
Okay.
convenience. But you said that you were lending me a die.
Oh, I can lend signature assets, can't I? Or is it just?
No
I think it's
signature
just-
I think you
assets
can
are
only do skills.
Yes.
Oh, okay then. No, then this is default.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could loan Red your D4 in flying. I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
Yeah, no.
Please don't.
I mean,
Can you? Okay. No. What could possibly go wrong?
It's
He
fine.
has a list.
Wish I had any triggers in flying this ship.
Hmm.
well,
We don't do it that often.
No.
no. Because you're the only one that can actually fly.
11 to beat.
Okay.
You've probably got this.
Oh, don't say that.
Don't
Oh,
say
hey.
that.
last time.
Yeah,
we're
that
good.
is
We're
a
good.
success.
We're
We're good.
good.
We're good. We're good. Ooh.
So you're able to get clear. You
cool
dodge
tricks.
around a couple of asteroids. You're burning a bit. You've not failed, which is good so far.
Like at some points, like,
and
asteroid.
I mean,
as you
Red-
clear, and the camera pans around, looking at the ship from the front, and then there's just this as the base asteroid just explodes behind you. Your
Red, there's
next-
something to be said for spending a plot point to not lose a beat.
Oh, that's true. You
That
could
is
do
a good
that.
point.
All
Yeah.
of the numbers will bump you up to
Yeah.
a big success.
I will do
Extraordinary.
that.
Mm.
Boink.
which nets you another
D10.
D10 big damn hero dice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Your next thing, having just done the cool guy thing of not looking at the explosion as you fly away.
Yeah.
Oh no! I spun the ship around for a second just so we could watch. Just had to carry
You
its
now need
momentum.
to avoid detection by the incoming ship.
Do we have a better view of what the incoming ship is at this point?
Yes, it
or
is an Alliance cruiser.
Do we
Oh.
also have something that
That
we
adds
can
up.
do with that isn't a roll for me? Not wanting to hoggle the spotlight?
We finally get to fly. Hawk the spotlight.
Fair enough.
It's what you do.
Again, I don't think I need to change the pool for this for me.
I mean, the question becomes, can we make a crybaby?
Oh,
No, the question
actually-
becomes, can Sterling help?
That's
Yeah.
a good question. Yeah.
Sterling lend you anything here?
Can I? How do I?
And what's the object of this
What
roll
are we?
again?
Yeah. What are we doing?
We're trying to avoid detection from the other ship.
Oh, avoid detection. Okay.
Like,
Okay.
Sterling, I know you've only been on board very briefly, but you've seen the stealth system, right? Is there anything you can do to boost it, optimize it,
Ooh.
anything?
I'm not sure, but maybe we could jam their signal.
Can you?
Please, yes. Sorry, I just noticed what was added to the pool. Please, yes.
Oh no.
Okay.
I have a weird suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Can Sterling? I don't know how this would work, but can Sterling give me a registry on that ship so I can see who the captain of that ship is?
Sure. Yes.
I mean, it's broadcasting its transponder ID, so it's just look up the transponder ID.
Yeah, because. Yeah. Okay.
It was broadcasting for its approach to the base that no longer exists.
Because what I want to do is to look up on the client roster, see if that person's on the companion client roster, basically get an idea of their psychology, so what sort of search pattern they would go for, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that would be good.
To try and assist in that way. How would that work?
Let's see what Sterling gets for her jamming roll first.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Because if you can jam their sensors, you may not need to do anything.
Then we may not need to do that. Okay.
Your PDF definitely counts.
PDA.
PDA, rather.
PDA.
And
Let's have
Cortex
I
hacker.
have this scientific paper open on.
Alright.
G.
16 to beat.
Ooh, that's tricky.
That's a high number.
You can only do that by spending 2 plot points.
It might be worth it, honestly.
I'm leaving that to Linz.
Yeah, no, this is going to be bad if I don't. So
I say
avoid.
I'm leaving that to Linz, saying like have any say in the matter anyway.
It's
No,
5
that's-
beats. So far, we have, 2 successes?
Yeah. How many beats do we have left?
We have
4.
4 beats
We
left.
lose one of these because
Okay.
we had one extraordinary success.
Okay.
Exactly.
But it's mostly that I don't want the Alliance to detect us.
Yeah.
But I mean, the suspicious departure has been stepped up, so
Yes, I've bought that, Jinx. Your suspicious departure is now a D10.
And I suggest
yeah, I don't need
spending-
the spot points anyway if I'm dead.
Yeah.
So just drag them onto the board. Is it?
Yep.
Alright. 5. Mission roll. Wait, did I do that right?
Yeah, one of them's
You need to do
gone.
one more.
Yeah.
I just dragged 2. Alright, well. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're able to... It looks like for a moment that you're not going to be able to jam their sensors. And then at the very last second, with some furious hacking, you successfully override and jam their sensors. You're pretty sure you've gotten away without being detected.
I'm in.
Yes.
Alright, okay, they can't see us now.
And
And
as you're using the stealth drive and you're trying to jink between and around asteroids,
We're doing everything we possibly can
Yeah.
to not get seen. Even though they can't see us, we're still using the stealth drive.
what happens is you ding a small meteorite,
Shit.
and the drive starts to stutter.
Oh,
So you're going to need to repair the drive.
Do we?
I mean, the DM said yes, so I think you do, Red.
My
if
point
you
is
wanna-
mostly...
If you want to drift endlessly in the void of space, you're welcome.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant the stealth drive was...
No, not the stealth drive.
No,
Your main
no,
engine. You
Oh.
hit something.
Oh.
Something hit an input manifold or something. The drive
Yeah.
stuttered, and
Yeah,
you're gonna
okay,
need to-
yeah, no, that is fair. That is a
You're
different
gonna
thing.
Is
need
that
to
the
restart
primary
the main
buffer
engine.
panel?
Right, yeah.
That just
You need
falls
to
on
restart the
No,
main engine.
no! It's fine if it's the primary buffer panel, as long as it's not the starboard bulkhead.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, this time it was port bulkhead.
Ah, slacker.
That's where we keep all of the port. God damn it!
I never had a glass of starboard.
So yeah,
It's
a good bar.
Alright.
who has skills in fix?
Not
The
me.
captain.
only computers.
So one day, we're gonna pick up a mechanic like we were supposed to in the
Yeah.
first goddamn episode.
One day.
And when we do, I'm going to install a bar on the ship that I'm going to call the usual.
I'll have the usual. Very funny, sir. What would you like?
No, that is a cocktail that we serve.
Oh, that's alright then.
There's the usual, Red
The
Harvest, Star Wars.
What she's having.
Yeah.
One of those.
And you can't tell me I can't do Star Wars because in this universe there are both stars and war.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
All right, we'll
Absolutely.
fix this damn
So,
shit.
has anybody
Okay.
got a
No one-
fixed
no one
dice
can.
they want to lend to Zaps for this?
I have a D4.
Yeah, I'm gonna lend my D4. We're gonna fix this all right.
I'll lend you my D4. Everyone lend the.
I mean,
You
Red's
have
got a
my
D6,
D4.
so-
Yeah, it doesn't work, does it? Oh no.
Nobody.
I would also
I
let
have
somebody
in the loop.
Ooh.
lend you a labor dice as well. They can do the
D4.
manual
Yes.
Get on it,
Can do
Isaac.
labor.
starting the drive.
Sorry,
I
what
can
did
do
you
that.
say, Linz? You had a.
I have in the loop. I may spend plot points for anyone with whom I am in direct contact via communications network. Just saying, if it comes up.
Oh, so you can spend plot points.
Oh, nice.
Yes!
That's
Ah,
really
that's
good.
very cool.
We need to remember that.
Should use that more.
It's like
Oh,
if
that's
Sterling has technically, as long as we're in comms range, we can use Sterling's plot point.
I have a
nice.
D10 in
No.
labor.
Yeah,
Ah.
see? Isaac is
Okay.
very good at working.
In that case, I'm adding.
I have used this ability once.
I have a D4, so enjoy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit in the
Haven't you
captain's
used
chair.
it twice?
Pretty sure it's been once.
I know the first time was pushing a minecart or something like that.
Now. Sure, that makes
God.
sense. That adds up.
Nav, can you remember? Very first session. I'm
I
gonna dig a
remember.
hole.
I remember.
Oh god.
Best
All right.
stump we ever pulled.
You got 7 to beat.
Wow, and again a jinx.
Wow.
Fuck.
Wow.
Oh god, if I
Wow.
blow that jinx, the ship isn't taken out until I need to take it one higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to go past the D12.
Yeah, and there's also the it's not whatever taken out means in this case. Like we get spotted probably.
Yes.
It's like oh, was that the last one, or do we need to do one more?
One last
think
one.
one.
So you
Yeah.
you fixed the engines. Isaac literally just went in there and gave it a good swift kick.
No,
exact spot kick.
but nobody rolled a 1. That's all I'm asking.
I mean, it would be perfect if Keep decided to roll a 1 this time, because
That
then
would
we
be
can use
great.
it to step down.
Yeah,
Thanks.
that'd be lovely.
That'll be useful.
So what,
yeah.
what do we need to do now then? What's the next?
So your engine fires back into life. You're still under stealth. You're dodging through the asteroids. And the last thing that happens is you dodge into a part of the asteroid field that hasn't been particularly well mapped, and something pings on your sensors.
Oh, no.
It looks like an abandoned weapons turret has just locked onto you.
No.
Can we fire the guns without drawing attention?
Oh no.
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 Sterling, turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Looking. Is it Alliance tech?
Yes, this is like an alliance testing ground. They've used a few asteroids in this place.
Do you
So
need
you're
me to
trying to-
Oh,
fly
hang
in
on.
any particular way?
Oh, actually.
Undo?
Oh, no, that doesn't work. Damn it. Alright.
I mean, you probably could have. I suppose it's not necessarily meant.
I had
to-
Alliance tech twice, so.
Yeah, I didn't even know that pull undo was an option.
Ah.
There's a
I'm
couple
glad
of
I've added
options as well, but
those.
yeah, any
Yeah.
macros you
Oh.
want easy access, you can just add to the quick bar underneath the video stuff, but there
Nice.
are more available to you. I should need to
Okay.
clear my pool.
Yeah.
Do you need, can I lend my fly dice to make sure that she keeps a good connection to it?
Yeah.
Ooh,
in
can
that case,
I have fight dirty. Can I lend that to?
What's the.
Only
How do
one
I do
person
this?
can lend us, so.
Oh, only one can lend. Right,
Yeah.
I forget how that works.
I think more people can lend, but you can only lend a skills die?
That's
Yes.
fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
One or
only
the other.
skills.
I can't remember.
Okay.
Okay, what are you lending me, Red?
Fly, a D10.
Okay, I forget how to do this. It says die value. What do I put? D10?
Yeah, D10.
Alright, cool. That isn't a
It's
die.
just 10, not
Just
D10.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been adding D10 all this time and it hasn't crashed on me.
It might be. It likes lowercase but doesn't like capital.
Yeah, that might be
probably.
the case, yeah.
Anyway.
14, but there is a jinx in there.
I was gonna say buying it.
yeah.
Wait, no,
Somebody
no.
spend the plot point.
I can buy
God.
it. Can I buy it because I'm letting my fly die, or
Yeah.
is that
Yes.
only for drawbacks?
Yeah, no, you can do
I
it.
think
Do
you can
it.
buy it anyway, regardless, can't you? Anyone can spend.
Anyone
problem
in the
is,
scene.
I might be able to.
problem is we can't. We literally can't buy that up enough to be a success. I don't think.
Well,
a great success.
As Red is
anyway.
contributing
we
to this,
can-
I will let
we
Red
can-
roll
we
a
can-
big damn hero dice.
13.
Oh, that's
Yes.
true.
I'm going to do that no matter what. Good point.
Because then you have a 50-50 to tie it, at the very least.
And also we could just spend plot points on it because it's like
Yeah.
what 3 plot points and you go over it.
I suppose so, but
I'm going to roll 10 first. 10. Yoink. So 3 added to it, so that makes it a 12. In that case,
So,
Lynn,
2
somebody-
plot points beats
both
it.
spend a plot point. Finish that off.
We only need to spend 1 plot point.
yeah,
You
yeah, because this is the last thing we need to do.
Defenders win ties.
defenders-
Yeah,
Sometimes,
so we
yes,
have to spend 2. So Linz, you and me both spend a plot point.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. There you go.
There
okay,
we
so
go.
describe to me how you evade as this turret starts to open fire.
I'm probably so first of all, dip, immediately turn, change direction. It tries to compensate forward, which puts it straight in the path of. Wait, no, I can't do asteroids because I specified. Which pulls it forward. Basically, Zaps is just spiraling towards it because that's the thing that allows me to stay when
How?
makes it harder for it to keep track of me.
Okay, so we just avoid it. We don't like.
Yeah. No, she disables it eventually, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I need
and
to buy
then
time for her.
As Sterling disables it, what happens is she triggers the self-destruct, and a cloud of chaff from this explosion masks the rest of your escape from the asteroid belt.
Ah.
Yeah, camera-wise, we see it explode, and then we come fly through the explosion out of it.
Yep.
Yeah. And like cut in, and it's like, looks like they impacted on the surface.
So you've got away scot-free, as far as you're aware.
Oh, Scott's here. Woo!
No.
Would anybody like to do any scenes
Aye.
on the way to Niska's place?
Yeah, I like to do Nova.
So what would you like to talk to Nova about?
Basically, probably drinking Nova while everyone else is doing their stuff. And I'm just like, I can't believe you tipped someone off about our plans.
I didn't tell anybody anything.
Then how did you know all this? He said there was a mole or
I said no such thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, yes, my main loyalty is always to the companions, but I am loyal to this crew, to my friends. I'm hurt that you think that I would have revealed these plans and put you all in danger.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm just, I'll admit, because also I haven't got comms on no one else. I'm I'll admit I'm a little bit stressed right now. The whole triad business, they annoy me, probably more so than this group. But look, I'm just saying that it's just a little bit suspicious that this companion guy comes along and seems to know all our business. How does everyone know all our business all the time?
We're not subtle.
We're not exactly subtle, Woo.
What are you talking? Oh,
Talking to, just asking, saying to Wu, just Wu say, why do people know what we do? Just Wu.
But I just feel bad about betraying this guy. Look, I'm on board with what the captain wants to do, but it doesn't sit right with me. We gave our word to someone and we're just going to break it. I know it's all about which team is less going to shoot you first sort of situation, but it don't sit right with me, Nova. It don't sit right with me.
Woo, I can ask you not to tell Niska that we're bringing somebody on board, but I can't stop you from telling him.
Isaac can.
Yeah, there's some people who might have some opinions about that.
Yeah, I kind of just like lean back in my seat and like, I hate making these decisions.
Just flips a coin.
Yeah, flips a coin, lands on the side.
Oh
Oh,
no! Was that an accidental pun?
Hmm?
Woo face.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I still haven't done uwu.
Oh.
And we thank you for it.
Yeah.
We live in thanks every day.
And that's it. That's it.
Okay.
Scene out.
I would like a scene with Isaac.
Hi.
So we're really doing this, huh?
I mean, it keeps us alive, right?
Hope
It
it
also
does.
it also has the unintended side effect of having a general good impact on the galaxy as a whole.
Fair point. Fair point. Just hope it doesn't blow up in our faces.
You mean like everything we do ever?
Yeah. Everything we do ever.
Good luck with that, buddy.
I don't suppose you have sleeping pills, right?
Yeah, I do. I can just get them off that shelf up there.
Very funny.
How much unconsciousness would you like?
Have you guys seen
50 cc's of brick.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Oh.
Hey Zaps, look at the bunny! Look at the bunny!
Do you actually do that?
No.
Okay, I'm going to try and get some sleep before the next life-changing event. After this, we're going to a planet. We're going to, I don't know, insert vacation planet here for a week or two because I need time off.
Mm.
Have you heard about the exotic resort planet called Slough?
Oh no. Sounds awful.
No?
Alright. Ah.
Anybody else want to do any scenes? Yep.
And I'm sorry, I cannot remember your freaking character name.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Maurice.
Maurice.
It's on the screen. Maurice Miller.
So, well, to be fair, some people call me Maurice.
Oh, fucking hell! I was like, I know there's always something.
I don't know. Yes, of course.
I found a hat earlier since we're
I thought I was just gonna start drinking squash like straight out of the bottle.
Alright, so
I mean, I'm a joker.
it's not midnight, I've got time.
Yes, sorry.
Mr. Miller, so just to be clear, once we drop you off, or once we escort you to Niska's space station, we're done, right?
Oh, well, certainly.
And you have no problems with us, our crew, or captain.
As far as I know, y'all haven't done anything to piss off the companions. You still have Miss Nova traveling with you, and you're not in my little black book, so until you are, you don't have anything to worry about.
Alright. Making sure.
But perhaps, now that I know confirmed that Miss Nova is here, perhaps if I have need of your services in the
There it
future,
is.
you might receive a call. But for the immediate future, I see no need to continue our arrangement unless you would, unless you wish otherwise. I do have other business to attend to.
I just want to know if my friends are in danger more than anything, really.
Well, right now y'all seem to be helping me out, so no.
Okay.
You're,
Not from him.
yeah, at least not.
Yeah,
from
let me not from you. Alright. Thank you.
I have a question. You have encountered Niska before, yes?
Briefly, yes.
I know what he did to an Ire. What exactly was it he did to upset all of you? All y'all. There it is. All y'all so much.
All y'all.
I wasn't part of this crew when they worked for him before. I just know his reputation. So I suggest you ask the captain when he wakes up.
Yeah.
Or Nova.
I may do that. And sort of nod.
Okay.
And then,
Fancy a game of cards?
wow, that sounds lovely. Why not?
Alright, solitaires.
Wow.
Pull out some Uno cards.
Wow.
Space Uno.
Just tosses the deck and leaves gets out of the room.
Space Black Lotus right there on the cargo bay floor, unsleeved.
Just got bodied.
Grinding it into the, just tapping so hard.
Oh.
You just hear screaming.
Somewhere off in a galaxy far, far away, LSV goes, no!
Ow!
God!
What?
Right.
Yeah, so. Yeah, okay.
Anybody else?
I think as we're sort of getting closer, I'll probably go and find. Yeah, I'll have a word with Zaps.
Okay. So before we do that, we'll have the night because Zaps took some sleeping pills to get to sleep.
Yeah.
Eliza, what time do you eventually try to go to sleep?
I probably don't. I'll be sitting there drinking all the coffee in the world, just working on my task.
So eventually you'll fall asleep.
Yeah, you're gonna fall asleep at some point, dude.
At the desk, yeah.
Yeah.
And as you do fall asleep, you wake suddenly in a cold sweat later in the night. Just something went clonk on the ship. One of the normal ship's noises, but it wakes you up almost immediately. And you recall the dream that you were having. And having seen all the footage of the test subjects, your dreams are basically haunted by them turning into Reavers. And then it slowly progresses, and it's family, it's friends. You watch them morphing into Reavers in front of your eyes. And that's the point you wake up as Zaps' face changes and becomes a Reaver in front of you, and then you're jolted awake.
At this point, Eliza stands up.
Yeah.
She knows that she's not going to get any more sleep.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
she walks through the ship, silent as the shadow, because she can do that.
I notice her walking through the ship at some point.
You probably will, but
Yeah.
because she's checking in on every single member of the crew, one in turn.
Probably keeping an eye out, watching you check in on that.
And then, in the end, when she's still not settled, she walks down into the cargo bay where Isaac's weight set is, and she starts exercising
Okay.
a lot.
That's probably the point at which. So I've been like, it would be the thing in the show where like you're going and checking, and then in the background I'm just kind of like leading around a thing, and then we go down into in there. I sort of wander down. I guess it's sort of morning or afternoon or whatever
It's
passes first.
Too early morning.
2-3
it'll
hours
be
after
ship-
midnight. Like,
Yeah, very early ship's morning. You
Okay,
notice that nobody's
so-
actually maintaining a manned watch. They've just set the ship to autopilot and left it.
Yeah. So I will sort of lean up against some, I guess, cargo boxes or whatever.
Yep.
And say, look, I know we don't know each other very well, but we companions would have an eye for this sort of thing. Are you all right, Miss Fisher?
I like to think so, but It's a very heavy burden.
What is?
My past.
Hmm.
What the future could hold.
I've heard a lot of people say that in my time, and it's never an easy thing to deal with. But I've had a look at this crew, and you, and I think really you're not as alone as you think you are.
I think that's what worries me the most.
Huh.
Losing them again. I don't think I can handle that.
And so this is what you do to take your mind off.
Anything, everything. Exercise, work,
Hmm.
training.
You look out for them.
As best I can.
They know you're afraid of losing them.
No.
You can't keep all this bottled up to yourself. That's not going to help anybody. That's not going to help you or them. If you... Opening up can be scary. That's certainly true, but problems shared can take the weight off your shoulder. Just an observation on my part. I'll leave you to your exercises. And I'll go back up into whichever bunk I'm sleeping in.
I thank you for it.
And just give it a sort of tip of the hat and head off.
Hand her a receipt.
And Eliza will probably continue working for like another 20 minutes. And then she'll sit up. A tear or two will fall from her face. And she'll walk directly back up to the computer and keep working.
Okay, and then so ship's morning, everybody wakes up and is having breakfast, and so you can do your scene with Zaps.
I'm cooking a space fry up.
I'm not sure how I feel about real emotion in this comedy.
Yeah, I was like, shit, I didn't sign up for this.
Wow,
Too late.
yeah.
Too bad.
Hats, do you see what you've done?
Kick the door in. Who's ready to get real?
What's up, fuckers? Who's up for some feels?
Open up the door. It's Field.
Feels.
I've been waiting to pull this and get Eliza's arc going with the Reavers. So.
Well, it's the thing. It's like I'm a registered companion. You know, it's what
Yeah,
we're-
it's your job to do
Yeah.
stuff like this. That's why I like it.
because you're actually helping me. It's like maybe I'll help you in return. Yeah. Okay. So is talking to Zaps was the thing we're going to do.
Hang on, is this in public or in private?
Oh,
That's important to me as well, because what
I think
things
this
I
is-
will and will
I-
not say.
I think this is in private. I think
Okay.
this is
What
in
time is
private.
this?
Like ship's morning.
Okay.
Somewhere in the morning.
I try and just say, you know, I want a quiet word with the captain, the head of our. Try and get Zaps to have a quiet word.
Certainly.
Yeah, he'll probably take you up to the cockroach pit.
Mm-hmm.
Bridge.
So, Mr. Engelberg,
Mr. Miller?
you're I just wanted to confirm you're on board with our objective here, our shared objective. Yeah,
Seems to be the best option. Oh, it
you did seem a little.
terrifies me.
You seem a little hesitant. May I ask why?
I understand you're part of a very large and powerful organization,
Hmm.
and that someone in your position enjoys a lot of protection, power. That's not the same for us. We're, for lack of a better word, shit. We're just...
I understand.
We're-
You're up shit creek and running out of
Yeah.
paddles.
Exactly. So, forgive me if I'm not as enthusiastic about throwing myself into fight with larger organizations that I really didn't pick to be part of either side.
It's interesting. Companions, we typically don't really care if you have the affordability and the reputation to buy our services, but cross us too many times, and you'll find we're on the side of justice. And I will be sure to mention in my report to my superiors that should this all go well, you and your crew were of good assistance to the companions. Now that would be a good mark for you and your crew. I can't promise you any sort of protection on that, but you might have a friend, which it sounds like would be more than you have right now.
I have friends. I would have preferred protection. If not for myself, then for my crew.
What is it exactly you're so afraid of?
Having my guts spilled out
By who?
slowly.
How much of this galaxy, or how much of this system have you
all the time?
constantly? How much of this system have you pissed off?
Well,
The list is
Frankly,
shorter than you think.
Yeah, actually.
we
not
have
as
a
much
chart,
as you
actually.
think. Not as much as you might think. Miller.
You just reach over and just pull the chart down.
Yeah.
Like,
Are you
not as much as you think. What are you talking about?
I mean, just like Maurice has a black book, Eliza has as well.
Yeah, and last time I remember, it's not that bad.
No.
It's just Templeton Cold Steel, really. It's on the top of the list, and I do that for sport.
Everything is a hobby.
Do that one for free. So it's like, okay. So, well, yeah, I see. You ain't really in much more shit than most people in the verse. And you seem to
Yet somehow very powerful organizations keep having interest in us. That's not what everybody has to deal with.
That is fair.
We didn't want
But-
to be on this job to begin with.
Then I'm helping you. Well, then.
Yeah, but that wasn't a choice either, was it?
Oh, you always had a choice, Mr. Engelberg. You just may not have liked the consequences of that choice.
No.
Look, what I'm trying to say is, should this all go well, you will have favor with the companions, and as Miss Nova can attest to, that can get you a decent number of things. So, I'm trying to tell you not to worry too much after this. I understand it's difficult for a man in your position. You got people to look out for. You got a responsibility to your crew. I respect that.
I do.
But I'm not about to try and get y'all killed.
Oh, we can manage that perfectly well on our own. Thank you
Yeah, I
very
know.
much.
It's like I will take y'all have been perfectly nice to me and helpful. So I will take steps to ensure your safety as best I can.
I suggest you do.
I am. That's why I said. Okay.
It's in the file. It's in the
In the
it's
file. Just like should have known.
Mr. Miller, I want you to... You probably don't already know this, but it never hurts to remind. This is my crew. Their lives matter to me, yours does not.
There's just a slight grin, and it's like, not to worry, Captain.
That doesn't mean I desire your death. On the contrary, but just so you know where the chips lie.
Well, sir, I sure can't change that, but you know, seem a decent fellow. I would hate to die. And,
I'm coming to grips.
to kill you.
I'm coming to grips with the reality of that. Yes, and
Anyway,
I hope we can be friends after this.
so all right, never mind that. What's the procedure now when we get to Niska? Because
So
we need to work. I think we all need to work on that.
come with me,
All right.
and I take him to the cargo bay, and I point out the hidey hole that we have had since the beginning of this entire series.
Ah, a hidey hole.
Okay.
Where I remember us actually hiding Liliana.
Nice.
We've been hiding people in those since the very beginning.
So, yeah, I pointed out that the best hiding spot on this ship.
Hmm.
You can stack some boxes in front of it to make it better. Though, I guess in your case, you would want the option to leave on your own.
If that is possible, yes.
We'll keep the stack. We'll keep the stack. The top boxes light.
Hmm.
So,
Oh, the other thing I was like, if we are going to do this as a unit, I may need access to your comm system. An earpiece would be much appreciated.
certainly.
Let's get. So yeah, do I get an earpiece? Am I hooked in the comms?
As
You
far
are
as I'm
fine.
concerned,
You
yeah.
get 90 at pings
Though,
Yeah, it's just like,
though-
oh god, oh, mute,
So-
mute,
at everyone.
mute all teams.
though
Mr.
to
Miller,
be-
I do have a question.
Woo has invited you to play Farmville. Woo has invited you.
Decline. Block.
God, that would really happen. Yeah.
Blocked. None of you are free of sin.
Will you be requiring us to take you off of the station, or are you?
I believe I'll be able to find my own way out. It's
All right.
getting in was the problem. Funnily enough, he would not take an appointment.
Shocking.
Yeah.
May I request then, when you are ready to leave our ship, would you leave the earpiece? Because if you get found with that, we're all. No offense.
Destroy it, I guess.
I'll
Probably
see
the
what I
easiest solution.
can. I will see what I can do.
Thank you. Appreciate that. If they trace it back to us, well, you know.
I understand.
Is there any assistance I can give you before we arrive?
Well, I believe all you should need to do is to get me in the front door, open the cargo bay. I will slip out, make my way to Niska's office. You've been to this station before, correct?
We have.
Then perhaps if you could upload a schematic of the fastest route to his office from the hangar to my data pad, that would be much appreciated.
I fear we haven't been privy to the entire schematics, but
I'm sure
we can probably give you descriptions of what we remember.
Yeah, I can give you what we have.
that may be enough.
Um,
Eliza starts drawing
oh
Yeah.
my god.
on a couple of pieces of paper, starts painstakingly drawing out what she remembers of the
Mhm.
station.
Cool.
So, we'll deliver the data. We'll have a nice conversation. We'll stretch for some extra time. If we have to leave at some point, are you good on your own?
As I said, y'all are just basically getting me in the front door. However, well, I may have need of your assistance, but it seems like we all want the same thing here. We want to be rid of Mr. Niska and his ways. So
Yes.
I'm anticipating some cooperation.
That is what we.
All right, different suggestion. Keep the earpiece. If when we're leaving, I'll send you a pulse 3 times. If you need to come, if you need to come with us, come. We're not waiting. Is that
Very well. Yeah.
is that all right? Sorry, is that all right,
that's-
Captain?
No, that's perfectly fine.
All right,
Sounds
cool.
good to me. You have a good crew here, Mr. Engelbert. They are all good at their jobs, though I'm not entirely sure what Miss Wu's job is.
First of all,
No one is,
Michelle,
don't worry about
thank you.
Oh, sorry, Miss Xiao. Sorry.
To be fair, neither do I.
Hmm.
You ever heard of weed, Mr. Miller?
What?
I have heard of the narcotic in question.
I did not mean that connotation.
Really, you should get out more.
He meant weeds, as in
Weeds. Thank you.
Uh-huh. I understand.
Wu gets us in places where we don't normally go,
Yeah.
and that's not exactly not the truth.
No, and it's
You know what?
Yes.
I want to
I
look up.
agree.
I want to look up Wu Zhao on the companion registry and see what it
I don't
says.
think you have time to read that file.
I know,
Yeah.
but I don't know how detailed it is. Or
It's an incredibly
I mean-
detailed file going back many years.
wow. Oh
Can I get a copy of that?
no,
Check it in a PDF.
you most certainly
All
cannot.
all I'll say is it's actually more surprising than you'd think. That's all I'm going to say.
Just imagining Hats looking at it like this.
So,
Just like
Yeah.
it's
And then
the,
it's just like,
the
I will just say I'm very good friends with these board companions who I knew before we met her. I'm just gonna.
Morris,
put that out
Morris
there.
is just reading it like, why does diagrams? No one else's has diagrams.
there's a link to a video. Oh no.
oh no. Yeah. But yeah, okay. So, well, that's certainly interesting. All right. I believe we can. I believe we can make this work. If I have any need of you, I'll call. But my other question to you is: this data you have, I understand you need to give it to Niska for the sake of the plan.
Mm.
What happens to it once we have dealt with Niska?
Ideally, it is sent to somebody who we can trust and is willing to work on preventing it or reversing it should the Alliance have had copies.
And who might that be exactly?
I
Do you
don't
have
know
someone
yet.
in mind?
I don't know
yes,
yet. I guess we do.
And you trust this person? And looking at Eliza,
yes,
I've
with my life.
read body language, see how
Yeah.
she feels about that. Is that social?
Yeah.
I mean, you can roll, but you will find out that she's not lying.
Okay. All right. If that's
I
what
will shortcut this because
sure.
she
Yeah. No,
can't
that's
lie.
fine.
And
No, that's
because
fine.
time.
No, that's also fine.
That as well.
It's like very well. Well, and once then you may also rest easy in that I have no particular need of this data beyond collateral. Once my business is concluded, I will erase my own copy.
Thank you.
No, I have seen what was on that station, and it was nothing good.
I would prefer to get rid of it as well, but that seems to be the
All right.
unwise. route.
Then let's go murder Niska. I mean, audit his books.
Yes. And so the episode
Exactly.
ends. Well, this isn't the end of the episode. This is just the advert break appears with a shot of the Daedalus approaching Niska's Skyplex, and then we fade to black. with adverts.
Yay! Commercial break.
Yay.
It's the only show where the commercial breaks are longer than the
About a
actual
month
show.
long.
Yeah.
Hee.
And we just like American seasons. We take a mid-season break. It's fine. It happens between
Oh yeah.
advert breaks.
I'm so mad that Good Place is on a hiatus at the moment.
Oh, really?
Particularly after
Yeah.
the episode that aired this week.
Oh, but it was so.
This
oh.
this is why I haven't caught up on purpose, because then they can't get me like that.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
I think the last one I saw was Jeremy Beremy.
Ah, it's so good.
Yeah, from Jeremy Beremy onwards, it gets really good.
Mm.
So yes, thank you everybody for tuning in. We will be back maybe sometime in December, if not early January, with these guys and hats continuing, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm basically sticking around until my mission is completed one way or another, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yes, I've got some interesting ideas for what might be happening next, so that's going to be a very interesting episode, I think. So yes, thank you everybody for watching. Don't forget, you can catch Red Nightmare over on twitch.tv/RedNightmare7, where he streams on Sundays 4 till 6 p.m. UK time. And you
Make
can
him
find...
do an accent.
You don't need
find
to.
hats,
You don't need to make him.
Over at twitch.tv/CantWearHats, 7:30 till he's done. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Tuesdays.
It's usually 7:30 till 10:30, unless it's something like XCOM or whatever.
Something one more turn.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yes, thank you all for watching. Hope you had a very good weekend, and we will see you soon.
There we go.
Bye.
Thanks for running, Keep.
Yeah.
Take a cape.
Bye.
Bye bye.